Jesus like a reverend on me. Chopped it up to sin, took it on my chin.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Portland Lumberjacks and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. This taken in at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 69 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
After the interception, here's Goff. This one complete to Christian Kirk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Goff a handoff here to Swift, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Foster. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Goff. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now Goff. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down. 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. On 3rd down, Lawrence looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Well, this one taken in by Cephas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Goff. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2-to-1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3-to-1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
Lawrence will throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006, and usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. The left side completion to Jones. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away from capturing the lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Boswell good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. That time a 9-play drive. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Lions now. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a toss for Swift left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Interesting, he told us that he likes to run right more than left, but they look pretty comfortable going left for a big gain, Charles.
Kind of like a basketball player who has a dominant side that he dribbles to. But the ability to cross that over, change it up, and break a tendency can often lead to great results, as we just saw there.
The Goff's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the gun, here's Swift. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. On second down, a run with Etienne. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Lawrence on first down. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. But to throw again is Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. The final shot before break here. Goff. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. A field goal the difference. A tight one through 2 quarters, and we are back and underway for the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. On 1st and 10, Goff. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. And this
This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Third and 2. Goff.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And they have the football. It will take over at the 24-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
On first down, Lawrence.
And Jones has it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
To make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence.
And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Lumberjacks have yet again retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more.
And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the 3rd quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good, 1 interception, just get back to being who you are, and this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Goff now looks to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Boyle here. 7 yards, the pickup there.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He completes it to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Lawrence. Flushed out right.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and 5 now.
Lawrence on the slant, complete to Green.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lumberjacks are able to add on to that lead. Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with a football in his hands, and he proved it right there.
And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
And we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw. Lawrence.
He'll get this off to Etienne.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Finding Green complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
Jones breaking from the contact, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Lumberjacks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
On On 2nd and 10, Goff.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. There's Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Goff.
Quick slant caught by Kirk.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the 50, it's Goff. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Goff now to throw. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a play doesn't work out, and the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
2nd and 11 now.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Portland, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.